just finishing up our stay for, how long have we been here?
13 days.
Okay.
14 days tomorrow.
At Encore Valley Vista in Benson, Arizona. So just about, how long did it take us to get to Tombstone?
30 minutes.
Okay, so about 30 minutes outside of Tombstone, and it's, I think that's our neighbors there, our neighbor's dog. So what was your favorite part of this day?
Hiking around Tombstone, here, there, and everywhere.
Sounds good. Well, take a look and see some of the sights around Benson, Arizona. Benson was founded in 1880 by the Southern Pacific Railroad. It was to serve as a hub for all the mines. They would be able to obtain ore and supplies for the miners and get everything to and from the area. For our purposes, we chose Benson because we wanted to go explore where the mines are and Tombstone and a little bit of the Old West. We're staying here at Encore Valley Vista. Simple little campground. It's nice. It's got a pool, jacuzzi, and just enough that we can get to everywhere we want to go within a short time, but quiet enough that we can get things done during the week. At the end of every travel day, it's time to see what the local restaurants have to offer. This time we found a place called Adolfo's Taco Shop. Man, it had some good food. We had the green chili, or chili verde, and chili verde burrito. Great prices on this place. I'd definitely recommend going here if you're in Benson, Arizona. Later in the week, we met up with my cousin from Sierra Vista, a nearby town, and tried another Mexican food restaurant, Magali's. It also had some tasty food. Hit the weekend, and now it's time to head out and see what's around Benson. We're going to go to Tombstone. We're going to go to Chiricahua. Let me get this right. Chiricahua National Monument. Should be a good drive for us. Tombstone's one of the last big boom towns in the American frontier. The town grew into the mid-1880s as the local mines produced about 40 to 85 million in silver bullion. They were one of the largest productive silver districts in Arizona. The town was built on Goose Flats, which is a mesa above the Goodenough mine. By the mid-1880s, the town had fancy restaurants, bowling alley, 4 churches, an ice house, a school, 2 banks, 3 newspapers, an ice cream parlor, along with, get this, 110 saloons and 14 gambling halls. This is definitely a boomtown. We were visiting Tombstone during its 18th annual Wild West Days. They were saluting the men and women of the armed forces during this Tombstone event. The activities included street entertainment, a U.S.A. canteen dance, and as you can see, a parade. Saloon, you say? Well, yes, we did. We stopped by the Crystal Palace to wet our whistle. We ended up having a few bites, and everything on the inside was on point, all the way down to the bartenders' dresses. The Birdcage Theater opened in December 1881. It was owned by Lottie and Billy Hutchinson. Hutchinson was a variety performer that had originally intended to present respectable family shows. But in Tombstone, they needed to cater to a little tougher crowd, let's say. Circus performers, magicians, wrestlers were a better draw. The walls of the birdcage ended up riddled with gunshot holes from gunfights that would happen between the miners. There were 12 balcony boxes where prostitutes worked. And still inside was the infamous birdcage poker table where the longest poker game was ever played. There's too much to see and do. Until next time, Tombstone. Now we're headed to the east this windy day. The second half of our day, we're headed to Chiricahua National Monument. You can recognize this monument by its whimsical rock gardens and its rhyolite pinnacles that reach hundreds of feet skyward. The rocks just look like they're balanced one on top of another, with lots of little crevices in it. It's pretty spectacular to look at. As far back as the 1400s, this was the homeland of the Chiricahua Apache. Later on, buffalo soldiers, the Civilian Conservation Corps, ranchers, and homesteaders also inhabited Chiricahua. There's an 8-mile drive that you can go all through the rocks, starting in Bonita Canyon on the valley floor, which rises all the way to Masai Point, which elevation is 6,870. We've made it all the way to the top, Masai Point. There's still a little bit of snow on the ground, and the wind's really whipping. But boy, it is beautiful. You can see all the way down into the valley, over the top of some of the rocks. It's worth the 8-mile drive for sure. Sunday morning at the campground. It's time to get up, go for a walk. Get out and see what we can see. Today, Dory's on the hunt for some quail. Well, maybe every day we've been here, Dory's on the hunt for some quail. Success! Man, these little guys are fast. Today is one of those beautiful days to just hang out at the campground. Russ is going to put some wings on the barbecue. Should be good for dinner. And I think maybe we'll go out and spot a few more quail before the end of the evening and catch sunset. Today I get a special treat. My cousin's taking me to Bisbee. This is a cool little town. It's got the hills on both sides that are bright kind of an orange, and the old-timey buildings, a lot of antique stores to wander in and out, a lot of coffee shops. I found myself fascinated with the fact that a lot of these stores kept vaults in place, and you just kind of walk into a vault as part of their showroom. I imagine there was a lot of vaults because, well, it was a big copper and gold mine area, so you needed to have a lot of safety. This is a very artsy area. In the 60s, it kind of became a mecca for all the artists and all the hippies to come to. Just outside Bisbee, you can tour the Copper Queen Mine. You're able to take a train all the way underneath the mine and see all the operations. In early 1900s, the Copper Queen Mine was the most productive copper mine in Arizona. What a nice day at Bisbee with my cousin. Well, it's time to hit the road again. Here's a few last looks around Benson, Arizona. I finally got a picture of my jackrabbit. It's the first time I've ever seen a jackrabbit in the wild. Time to go places and see more things. Bye for now.